Hi, fourth period. This is Mr. G, Mr. Garcia. So it's Friday. Yay! Anyways, so we're on 2-3 or 2.3, solving multi step equations. So with it, we completed example one, two, three, and then we also did a fourth example here. Okay. So if you're a little confused still on this, go ahead and review these. Okay. You're basically just working backwards. Okay. So instead of PEMDAS, you're using SADMAP. Okay, and SADMAP is something that I only use. So, if you use it somewhere else, they might not understand it. They will understand um, working backwards. Okay, and that's basically what you're doing. It's PEMDAS, working backwards. So that's why I call it SADMAP. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and go review a couple of these. Okay, actually, we're gonna review one. All right. So you had to do number one. Number one was pretty easy. Okay. So if you got 50 for your answer for number one, that's correct. Okay. So that was the answer for number one. Number five was pretty easy, so I won't go over the answer on that one. Number eight also was. Number 11 also was. Um, Number 12, number 11, yeah. And then number 15, it was okay. It wasn't that bad. Number 16, though, a lot of you did have problems with number 16. So we're going to go ahead and review number 16, okay? We'll go ahead and review that one right now. So let me screenshot it or screenshot it. I don't know. I'm not an ELA teacher. Sorry. Um, okay, so let's go ahead and do this one, okay? Now, it's W over 7 plus 3. The reason why a lot of you had problems with this one is because of this negative. You guys are forgetting your integer rules. Okay, so let's go ahead and review this one. So first of all, what two operations are being done here? Okay, this is a multi-step equation, but there's two operations being done here. So you see addition and you see subtraction. So you see addition and you see subtraction. Sorry, addition and you see division. Sorry. So you see addition and division here, yes? So you gotta do the inverse operation. You gotta work backwards to undo these. So to undo addition, you have to subtract. To undo division, you gotta multiply. So you gotta go from here to here. And you're gonna use SADMAP to help you. So SADMAP. Okay. Now I'm just writing SADMAP here. You don't have to write it there. You can write it somewhere else on another piece of paper. All right. I just use it here so you can visually see it. So we got to subtract or add first. So since we're already adding, we got to subtract first. So what are we going to subtract from here? What are we going to subtract? We're going to subtract the 3. Okay. So subtract the 3, subtract the 3. Okay. So we subtracted. We don't need to add, so we'll just cross it off. Okay, so W over 7 plus 3, now minus 3, so this becomes 0. So then you're left with W over 7 equals negative 1 minus 3. Now what you guys can do here is you can rewrite it to make it look a little bit better. So you can go negative 1 minus 3. Okay, now when you do this, you got to remember your integer rules, okay? When you subtract when you have a negative number and you subtract a positive number, you can switch this, right? Right? You can go plus negative. Yes. So your answer here is going to be negative 1 minus 3. So your answer is W over 7 equals negative 4. Okay, this is your integer rules. All right. So now let's keep going with SADMAP. So we got to divide or multiply. So it's already a division. So we got to multiply now. Okay, so we're done with division. Now we got to multiply. What are we going to multiply? We're going to multiply both sides by 7. W equals. So it's negative 4 times 7. Now, again, your integer rules. Okay, when you're multiplying integers and when you have a negative, a negative and a positive, your answer is going to be negative. So it's negative 28. Some of you guys put some of you guys put positive 28. So just remember your integer rules, okay? Now, to check your answer, checkala, right? So let's check our answer. Let me scoot over. You might not have room on the paper, guys. So if you're going to do this on a separate paper, that's fine. Okay, like if you have a notebook or something. So check your answer. Checkala. So W over 7. So W is negative 28. So negative 28 over 7 plus 3. Okay, so this, you're going to get negative 4 plus 3. And what's negative 4 plus 3? So different signs, subtract. So 4 minus 3 is 1. But this has a bigger sign, so your answer is negative 1. So that is our answer. Okay, so we checkala. We checked our answer. We're good. We're done. All right. So you guys, so let me go back. So that's kind of reviewing this one. Okay, so that's reviewing number 16. Let me go ahead and review a couple of others that you're going to do today that you might not know how to do, and we'll go forward from there. All right, so today you're going to complete the rest of these. Okay, so you're going to do number 2, number 7, number 9, number 12. You're going to do all the rest of them. Okay, so I'm going to show you I'm going to show you a couple of them though, how to do them. So I'm going to go ahead and show you number 9. Oops, sorry, I don't have it. So number 9, and I'm actually going to show you one of these. Okay, so you know how to do these. All right, so I'm going to show you number 9, and I'm going to show you one of these. All right, guys. Okay, so number 9 and number 10 are very similar, and you're going to have to do both of these. So let me show you how to do number 9, and you'll be able to do number 10. Okay, I'm going to show you 2 ways to do number 9 real quickly, and then you can pick whichever choice you want. Okay, so let's go ahead and do number 9. So we have our line. Okay, so first thing we can do is we need to acknowledge that there's what's happening here. Okay, so what's happening here is we see subtraction and we see multiplication. Okay, we see subtraction and we see multiplication, right? So we see subtraction and we see multiplication. So we got to use addition and division to solve this one, right? Yes? Okay, so this is what we're going to do. All right, sorry guys, that phone call, it was wrong number. So sorry. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add and divide, okay? So SADMEP says you subtract or add first, right? SA. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and add. So we're going to go ahead and add a negative 8 here. We want this alone, right? So we're going to add a negative 8 here. So we're going to add negative 8. And we add a negative 8 so that this becomes 0, yes? And what you do to one side, you do to the other. Okay, hopefully that's not confusing a lot of you guys, but that's why I did it. Okay, because I want this alone, right? I want W be isolated, right? I want this to be alone. So this becomes 0, and you're left with negative 5W. Now, negative 37 plus negative 8, a negative plus a negative is a negative, right? So 37, what's 37 plus 8? So 37 plus 8 is 45. So you're going to get negative 45. Okay, now, so we're done with the addition part. We're done with that. Now we got to divide. So we're going to divide by negative 5, divide by negative 5. W equals 9. Okay, and a negative divided by a negative is a positive. Now, check your answer. Checkala. So 8 minus 5 times 9. So now you use PEMDAS. So 5 times 9 is 45. Okay, so 8 minus 45 is negative 37. We're done. Let me show you a different way to do this one. All right, so to do this one a different way, I'm going to go ahead and make this a positive, okay? So I'm going to move this over here, and then I'm going to move this over here. Okay, watch what I'm going to do. Okay. So I'm going to add 5W to this side, and I'm going to add 5w to this side. What I do to one side, I do to the other. Okay? So this is 0, and you're left with 8. And then you have over here negative 37 plus 5w. Okay? So now I want to move this guy, right? Now I use Theosadmip, right? I just rewrote it. You notice how it doesn't look like that? It looks like this now. So now I follow Theosadmip. So I'm going to go ahead and add 38 here because this becomes 0. Add 38 here. What you do to one side, you do to the other. So not 38, it's 37, sorry. Okay, so this becomes 0. So 37 plus 8 is 45 equals 5w. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. W equals 9. Got the same answer. Okay, that's a different way to do it. So the way I did number 9 is you're going to do number 10 like that. Okay, so I showed you a way to do it. So I showed you 2 different ways to do this one. You can do that one like that as well. Okay? All right. So now let me go ahead and show you how to do number 17 because you're going to do 17, 18, and 19. So let me show you how to do 17, and that's how you're going to do 18 and 19. Okay? Let's go ahead and do this one. Okay, so we have our line. All right. Now, you can rewrite this. 3/4 q is the same because it's being multiplied. You can write it like this. 3q over 4 minus 7 equals 8. We just rewrote it. That's all we did. Okay? We can't do that. That's the same. Okay, now we can use Theosadmip. We can use we're going to go ahead and undo these. Okay? So we're going to subtract or add first. So in this case, we're going to add because it's already subtracting. So we're going to add 7 to both sides. This is 0. So we get 3q over 7. 4, sorry, over 4. I don't know why I keep changing that. Over 4. And 8 plus 7 is 15. Okay? Now, so we went ahead and added, subtracted, or added. Now we got to divide or multiply. So in this case, since it's a division problem, we're going to go ahead and multiply. And multiply times 4. Multiply times 4. So you get rid of this guy. So now we're left with 3q equals, and then what's 15 times 4? 15 times 4 is 60. And now look, it looks like we're going to do 2 things. We're going to undo this again. So now this is a multiplication problem. So now we're going to divide. You see it? Do you see that? So now we're going to divide by 3, divide by 3. So I'm running out of room here. So q equals, what's 12 divided by 3? 60 divided by 3. 60 divided by 3. 60 divided by 3 is 20. And there's your answer. Now, you want to check your answer a little bit faster? You can just input it in an imaginary way. So let's go ahead and put 20 back in here. So what's 3 times 20? 60, right? 3 times 20 is 60. And then go ahead and divide it by 3, 60 by 4. 60 divided by 4. Okay, 60 divided by 4, you're going to get 15. And then 15 minus 7 equals 8. All right, that's your answer. We're done. So that's how you're going to be able to do number 18. Number 18 and number 19. Okay? All right, guys. So you're just going to rewrite this one. Okay, that's all you're going to do. So this one is going to be 2g over 3 plus 6 equals negative 12. Or this one, 5z over 2 minus 8 equals negative 3. All right? All right, guys. If you have any questions, I'm here. I'll be able to answer them on the GoGuardian. All right, guys.